Good evening. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
And I'm John Stossel.
And this is 2020.
Are savvy investors onto a new strategy?
Location, location, location. I don't buy it.
An hour designed to improve your home and your money. Boom or bust. Extreme Real Estate. When 2020 returns, he charges tens of millions for his houses. But for you, he's got free real estate advice.
If you want to make money, you go places where other people won't.
Next. 2020 continues. Once again, John Stossel.
The average home in America keeps getting bigger. It's now more than 2,300 square feet. And if you think that's big, meet a builder who's given big a whole new meaning. Martin Bashir found him sitting on the top of the world at the top of the market.
Florida's Gold Coast, and home to some of the most expensive real estate in the world. It's also the playground of one of America's most brazen risk-takers. 43-year-old Frank McKinney, the self-proclaimed king of the mega mansion.
I do not consider myself a builder, a developer, a contractor, an investor. I'm an artist.
And his artwork is expensive. 20 million, 50 million, and now a $125 million property that he's building in the face of a declining market. But McKinney is unafraid.
The two segments of the real estate marketplace that are recession-proof. It is the first-time home buyer and the ultra-wealthy. Because there's always been the ultra-wealthy class of buyer, and they will not deny themselves what they want.
McKinney took us to the studio where he dreams up his unique and extravagant designs.
Down we go.
His office is in a treehouse.
One duck under. Oh. And up we go.
Wow.
I really feel that to be creative, you need an environment that is conducive to drawing out your creativity, and this is it for me.
He started in real estate 20 years ago, and he started small-ish.
The first house, that was $2 million.
He's now built over 30 homes on this particular stretch of Florida's coastline. He took us inside one of his properties. It's on the market at just over $20 million. Out of reverence, he insisted we cover our feet.
One of the most beautiful rooms in the house is this grand salon, we call it. This is a koi pond, and these are double sub-zero. This is an aquarium wet bar. And as you look through your glass of Jack Daniels here, through the ice cubes, you see beautiful tropical saltwater fish swimming beneath. And you've got two wine cellars, one for red, one for white. We can take this beautiful elevator.
And it's within the elevator shaft where one finds the McKinney stamp of approval.
And as we get to the top,
And there you are.
look who's there.
He leaves his image, literally, on every house he builds. But laughing aside, McKinney seems to be taking the biggest risk imaginable with his approach to real estate. That's because he builds entirely on speculation, which means
You build a house without a buyer in mind. Kind of like the Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come.
And who's bearing the risk?
Me.
Entirely.
Entirely.
To ensure he finds a buyer, Frank McKinney invests in elaborate marketing strategies. He'll stop at nothing for a sale, willing to risk life and limb. To launch a recent property, he launched himself and a motorcycle over a replica of the first home he'd ever sold. He also choreographed a pirate show, fit for Las Vegas, armed with a sword and in front of real estate agents representing some of the richest people in the world.
How dare anyone build a spec home in my town?
I was the good pirate, and I was battling the Blackbeard, who was the evil pirate. Obviously, good prevails always over evil. The veil drops. The explosions take place. You can dislike my pirate costume. You can dislike the way I wear my hair. But the true show starts when you walk in the front door of that house.
Welcome, everybody, to the finest oceanfront home in all the land.
54 days later, that house was sold.
Bravado or baloney, McKinney's mantra is a series of confidence-boosting beliefs. Lessons 1, 2, and 3 take risks with your money, regardless of the market.
Regret what you do, not what you don't do. Sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. You're going to face fear, and you're going to face the opportunity to risk or not to risk.
Like a walking self-help manual, McKinney believes that anyone can succeed in real estate if they use him as a model.
Can I introduce you to a character who looks remarkably similar to you?
Hi, Frank McKinney. Now, go and make it big.
Go and make it big.
We could have saved about 4 hours. All you need to do is play that, because that's all you need to say. That's right.
Lesson 4. Try your hand at real estate, but not according to conventional wisdom.
Location, location, location. I don't buy it. If you want to make money, you go places where other people won't.
To drive the point home, Frank took us to the first house that he ever sold.
It was a crack house. All the other investors were too lazy or too scared. And we went in, we bought it, and we made that house the nicest little house in the block. Little white picket fence out front.
He made $7,000 on the property, and 20 years later, Frank McKinney is about to embark upon his most ambitious project yet. Lesson 5, go against the grain. As experts warn that the bubble could burst, he's about to start building a $125 million mansion that sits on some of the most expensive land in the world.
The sand in which we stand is worth $113,000 per front foot.
Now you've had a model build.
This is exactly as the property will be.
At 70,000 square feet, this house will be almost 30 times the size of the average American home. A mansion that'll include a 19-car garage, guest quarters, a shark tank, and an orchard.
Who on earth is going to buy this?
All it takes is one. All I need is one, and there's going to be the one.
What would you say to some people looking at your properties who might be tempted to think they are monstrosities? They're huge, gargantuan, vulgar.
Well, typically those are the people that aren't my buyers.
Slide down.
And with that, the daredevil developer headed back to his treehouse to plot his next masterpiece.
I have always felt that if I can exercise my risk threshold, if you will, like a muscle, eventually it will get stronger and able to withstand greater pressure. And that's kind of been my approach to business and in life.